G'day viewers, and happy Data Retention Day, Australia! Yes, tomorrow is the day the government's new metadata retention regime comes into effect, where we officially throw away any pretense of having any privacy whatsoever. And yet, to be honest, it was only ever a pretense. This means what they're doing now is admitting that they're hoovering up all this metadata about phone calls, emails, online communications. And they go, oh no, we're not listening to your phone calls. We'll just know when you made a phone call, who it was to, and how long it went on for. Oh, and, you know, using your phone, which has a built-in GPS, which tells us not only what you accessed, but where you were when you did it and how long you were there. I mean, you know, what's the harm in the government knowing that stuff about you? Well, I can think of a lot. Now see, I'm not going to go out and commit any particularly egregious crimes. I'm not actually worried about being arrested as a result of this. On one level, I'm upset about it because of the principle of the matter, that I should be free of oversight unless there's a reasonable suspicion I'm doing something wrong. Just the idea that everyone's now subject to surveillance all the time is all kinds of fucked. But, you know, it's... the principle's one thing, but see, and like I said, I'm not worried I'm going to be arrested for a crime because I'm not going to commit a crime, but there's a long track record of both government and law enforcement fucking people over that they just don't like. If you become inconvenient to them, if you embarrass them, they use their powers to dig up dirt on you and try and discredit you as a person. This happens all the time. Has always happened. It's just way easier for them to do it now. And so that's one of the big reasons I'm opposed to this incredible overreach of surveillance that's happening all over the world. The second is it's being done by the government and they're fucking useless and incompetent, and they're gathering this big body of information that would be fucking awesome for identity thieves to get a hold of, and it's just going to be warehoused in one place with really bad security, government security, and it's going to be a target for hackers around the world. It's a fucking terrible idea. You know who else thinks it's a fucking terrible idea? 3 years ago, almost to the day, Malcolm Turnbull, our current Prime Minister, gave a speech decrying what was then the Gillard government's proposal for metadata retention, saying, bad idea, doesn't like it on principle, this government overreach. Also, he pointed out, it's probably going to be expensive, pointless, and have bad security, and people's personal data will be at risk. Shouldn't do it. Then, fast forward 2 years when he's communications minister, he finds out that Abbott thinks it's an ace idea, and as communications minister, he'll be responsible for drawing it up. And now he's prime minister, and it's finally come into effect, and you kind of think this is the ultimate sort of moment of why politics is fucked. Turnbull didn't even hold a press conference to say, yay, this is how we're fighting the terrorists, which is what Abbott would have done. Would have had about 20 flags around him and gone, yes, we'll be down on the terrorists and the criminals now. Turnbull knows it's fucking stupid, but can't get out of implementing it. So it's just like, yeah, okay, it's there, fucking whatever. I just want to, I want to think about something else right now. Okay, so we've got a law that's overly invasive, bound to be misused, bound to be a target for criminals who are smarter than the government, who say they're going to keep it safe, and it's just all kinds of fucked. You know, and if that's not enough, just think, with that information about you, tie in with the amount of surveillance cameras that are around in the world today. And if you have a modern phone with a GPS, now it's tracking you wherever you go. And neat features like Apple's introduced with the iPhone, the Hey Siri feature, where you just say, Hey Siri to the phone, even if it's not like in your hand, you don't push buttons, and Siri says, what can I help you with? For that to work, the phone has to be monitoring you all the time. Okay? Got that? Your phone is monitoring you all the time. That's not a conspiracy theory. That's a functional element built into it. And there are exploits that are known that can switch your camera on at any time without you realizing it. That's on your laptop too, by the way. You know someone who knows about security when you see there's something stuck over the webcam on their laptop, because they know there are a million exploits out in the wild that can turn on your webcam without you even knowing it. So enjoy it! Brave new world upon us, people! Let's just say thumbs up! Data retention. I am going to do the most perverse porn web searches ever, because if they're gonna take me down, I'm gonna make it worth my while.